Hi. Let's see. Going into this business, I'm a third generation circus performer. My grandmother was in vaudeville, my grandparents. She opened for Frank Sinatra in 1942. It was time to come off the road when my sweet baby father, who you all might know as Cujo at this point. Yes, my father was Cujo. It was time to put him in school, and when he went to school, he became a child actor and went on to illustrious movie fantasticdom, and eventually bred two small children, my sister Molly, who became the go-to goth girl on many of these shows you enjoy, like Full House, and, well, to this strange entity you see before me, who followed in his footsteps, to become a monster.
So you've done so many great movies like The Ring 2 and The Devil Inside. When you're doing all those amazing stunts that you're doing, are directors kind of telling you what they're looking for on screen, or do you sort of get free rein to put it together?
Great question. Honestly, I'm given a lot of leash to run with, because a lot of the time they hire a concept without any idea of the actual practicality of it. So when I'm hired, it's like, we've got the contortionist and you're gonna do things, what you have in mind. So a lot of it is, some things I have a good idea going in, where things go, what can dislocate, what we can hide where, because sometimes it's a matter of breaking a limb that eventually gets ripped off or something like that. So when I come on, I'm usually sort of given the floor like, and this is what you do. What are we doing? Like, well, so collaborative effort is sort of the big answer on that one. Thank you. The robot goes on all these wonderful adventures, and at one point it gets into a saloon fight with an arcade game, and it's supposed to get shot and fall down. So I can't see much, the eyes are out here, I'm somewhere in the belly performing, so doing the thing, you're like, you're shot, now fall down. My head weighs 14. Cut. Bonnie, get up. It took 3 guys to pick me up every time, and the head kept weighing down, so I've got 2 people on the head trying to set it back on myself. How many of those do you have left? 3. All right, take 5. So I'd say that was probably the worst of them. Through the unscored wall, so they had to actually reopen it and, again, drag me out by one limb. You okay? You bleeding? You're fine. All right, get the dirt out of the hole, get her back in. It's like, ugh. A lot of what we do is just being really, really uncomfortable and being really okay with the strange and uncomfortable things that are being done to you, all in the name of entertainment and horror, of course. On Legacies for the CW, in which I basically played a very feral hedgehog monster. It's out, it's streaming, it's something to see. That was, speaking of rough suits, that was a rough suit, but a fun one to perform in. And really, I skulk around the set mercilessly. Well, I have to keep them and their character and whatnot, and The Devil Inside was no different. I had 2 freaked out actors playing priests. We were in this glorious mansion shooting in a dirt floor brick basement in December. And at one point I had a mixture up so that I could throw up on one of them that they didn't know about. And I even said, whatever happens, just keep going. So he didn't realize I just had warm oatmeal tucked and just started hucking on this poor guy. It's like, they didn't wind up using the shot, unfortunately. I don't know if it was out of focus or what, but I had a great time going to the other side on that one. While we were filming Rings, we were in Georgia, and lightning struck the studio and put out our generators, and Whole studio goes dark. Everybody's freaking out. I paid him to do that. And they're like, okay, stand still. We don't want anyone tripping over anything. Well, everything's silent, and I start scuttling around the set. Bonnie, stop moving. So I'm literally crawling my way, and I'm making a lot of rustling noises, getting to our director, Javi. It's like, Bonnie, get away from me. It's like, Javi. It's like, Bonnie, there is a power outage. This is not okay. You're being dangerous. Javi, what room are you in? I'm not telling you. Would someone get her away from me? Jeremy Sumpter, Jason Isaacs. Anyway, it was the kind of the most recent feature-length Peter Pan. I was on to stunt double Peter Pan, which, you know, dream come true. Boy Goes to Neverland. What could be better? We were filming in Australia. Well, there was a huge stunt no one could figure out how to do, and we had the Jackie Chan stunt team rigging expert on as our fight choreographer, and he was merciless. So he concocted the idea of a 5-wrap. He goes, I've never seen anyone do a 5-wrap. I want to see you do it. I'm like, you're kidding, right? It's like, no, we're starting tomorrow. I'm like, oh, this guy's gonna hurt me. What that is, you're in a harness. They put a line on you at your back, and they literally wrap 5 times around like a yo-yo. I have a 30-foot trajectory out that way of where I'm gonna fly, and my line is diverted to another stuntman named Andy, who's my hand pull, and he's gonna jump out of the flies, and I'm gonna unwind like a yo-yo. 30 feet out. So it took us about 2.5 months to ramp that up and make it possible, and that's something I'm really proud of, was the success of that stunt. And what's more is, it turned out I was one of the only people who could do it because someone else attempted it and tore out their groin. Turns out flexibility was a factor in that one. I figure before we wrap it up, I should probably at least, you know, stand for the pose.
Get those cameras out, folks. This is the cover shot right here.
Well, let's see. Anyone who wants to see a very, very silly account, basically everything is at Bendy Bonnie. You will see many things like this. We are making the things, and I have no idea what release dates I'm looking at, but I'm really happy to be here and hang out with everybody, so thank you dearly for having me.
Yes, big hand for Bonnie Morgan, everybody. Thank you so much. Bow and a curtsy.